Hi, I'm Amanda Lee from Sugar Cakes and welcome to Cake TV, brought to you by Renshaw. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make these adorable mini Easter Bunny cone cake pops. I'm going to show you how I make my cake pop mix in my Kenwood Chef XL titanium mixer. And then we're going to dip these cake pops in rainbow dust color melts and finish off with some cute embellishments made with Renshaw fondant. Let's get to it. So the first thing that we have to do is to make our cake pop mix. Now I've got some cake crumbs here in my Kenwood Chef XL mixer, and I make these crumbs by blending up some pre-baked cake. You can use cake off carts or any cakes that you can purchase from the supermarket. You can just use that as well. So I blitzed that up in a food processor, and I've got about 1 liter in volume here in my mixing bowl. And I've also got the K-beater attachment. I love this machine because it's got over 20 different attachments that you can use with this machine. So I've also got some white chocolate ganache here. A lot of people do use frosting or buttercream, and sometimes I do that as well, but I prefer to use ganache because I find it gives me a more stable, firmer cake pop. So this is 3 parts of white chocolate melted down with 1 part of cream. And I would recommend not measuring this every time you make your cake pops, because every cake that you use to make your cake pops has a different moisture level. So I tend to do it by feel. So I'm just going to dribble in a little bit of chocolate ganache into my bowl. That's about 3 tablespoons. So I'm just going to mix this and see what sort of mixture I get and gauge whether it needs more ganache or not. So just on a low speed, we don't want cake crumbs flying everywhere. And I can see that it might need a little bit more ganache. I always tend to add in a little at a time because you can always add but you can't take away. I'm going to add in about 3 more tablespoons of white chocolate ganache. So just have a feel with your hands and squash some of this cake pop mix together. If it stays together in a ball like this, then your cake pop mix is ready. So I've just finished preparing my cake pop mix in my Kenwood Chef XL titanium mixer, and now we're going to move on to preparing our cones and filling them with the cake pop mix. So I've got here a regular ice cream cone, and I'm just going to cut this down to give us our mini cones. Now you can purchase mini cones, but if you can't source them, you can always just use regular ice cream cones and cut them down just like this. So I'm just using a sharp serrated knife, and I'm just going to gradually cut all the way around until it snaps off cleanly. Just like that. It's really easy. Now this, you can just snack on it later with some ice cream. So I'm just going to set that to one side, and I've got my 6 waffle cones all ready to go. So the first thing you want to do is start filling them with some cake pop mix. So I've got here the cake pop mix that we made earlier on. So I'm just going to start by loosely filling it into my mini cones. So I'm just going to fill it until it's just to the rim, and I'm going to press down, just like so. So do this for all of your mini waffle cones. So the next step is to fill it with white chocolate ganache. Now if you are using chocolate cake, you can of course change this to dark chocolate ganache. So I'm just going to dribble in about half a tablespoon's worth of my ganache. So now we're going to make our cake pop balls that will sit on top of our cone. So I'm going to scrunch together some of this cake pop mix and form a ball that's about the size of a ping pong ball. Just squash it together and roll it in your hands. And because we've got our white chocolate ganache in between, that's going to help it stick to the rest of the cake pop cone. So I've got all of my ice cream cone cake pops ready to go. So I'm going to place this in the fridge to firm up, and then we're going to make some fondant decorations. So my cake pops are setting up in the fridge, and I'm going to move on to making my decorations. So I've got some Renshaw white fondant here, and I've just mixed some of this rainbow dust Tylo powder because we're making toppers to decorate our cake pops. So I add a bit of Tylo powder just to help it stiffen up firmly. So I'm just going to give that a knead. I've already got about 1/4 of a teaspoon of the Tylo powder in here. So I'm just going to give this a good knead. So that's the white ready to go. And I've also got some Renshaw Extra Pink. It's a beautiful colour and it's amazing consistency. So I've just got that kneaded up, ready to go. So the first thing we're going to do is to make our rabbit ears. So I'm going to roll out some of this white Renshaw fondant, which has been mixed with a bit of rainbow dust Tyler powder. So you want to roll this down until it's about 3 millimeters thick. If you're not sure, you can use a ruler just to make sure you've got the right thickness. And I'm going to use a little flower petal plunger. You can use a leaf cutter or a flower petal cutter, but anything that has a bunny ear shape will do. So I'm just going to cut out 2 bunny ears with my white, and I'm going to do the exact same thing with my pink. So now I'm going to brush a little bit of rainbow dust edible glue onto my white ears. So just a little bit, so that we can attach the pink centers. Now before we can place the pink fondant pieces on, we just need to cut this down a little bit because we want the pink centers to be narrower than the white ears. So I'm just using this cutting tool, and I'm just going to run it around the sides of my pink fondant pieces just to make that narrower. Now that that's done, I'm going to attach my pink pieces to the center of these white ears. I'm just going to trim this down now, just to give us a flat section at the bottom, so it'll make it really easy to attach onto our cake pops. So just give it a little press and a crimp, just so we've got a nice little texture running through the bottom center of each ear. Now, if you like, you can also make one ear flop down, and that's what I'm going to do. It's very easy. You just curl one of the ears down and set that to one side to firm up. Now we're going to make little bunny feet and a bunny tail. So to do that, I'm just going to use my white fondant here, which has been mixed with a little bit of rainbow dust Tyler powder. And I'm going to roll a ball to make the little tail. So just roll it down into a smooth ball. And once you've got your ball, you can just use a little knife just like this, and we're going to poke dots all around this ball. And this will give our ball texture and make it look like a little cute bunny tail. So that's a little tail done. I'm going to set that to one side to firm up, and let's make some feet for our bunnies. So just need a little piece of fondant here, just to remove the creases again. Roll it into a ball and into a sausage. And for the feet, I want 2 pieces that are the same size. So the way to do this is to have one piece and cut it in half. That way you know you've got 2 pieces that are exactly the same size. So roll this into 2 balls, and you want to roll it into a slight teardrop shape. So just like this, a slight teardrop shape. And you want to press this down to flatten the feet slightly. And now we're going to add some little pink detailing onto our rabbit feet. So I've got some of my Renshaw pink fondant here. So I'm going to roll 2 slightly larger balls and stick that to the center. So I've got my 2 large balls, and I'm going to have 3 little dots for the toes on each foot. So to do this, the easiest way is to roll out a very thin sausage and to cut out little pieces which you can roll into small balls. So I've got my rainbow dust edible glue here. Just use a clean brush and brush it onto the areas that you'll want to attach your pink fondant detailing. So I've got my 2 larger pink balls that I'm just placing and pressing into the center, and these little fondant balls I'm just going to place and stick just like that to form the cute little toes. So give it all a nice little tap and a press just to make sure it's all adhered. So now we're going to coat and decorate our bunny cake pops. So I've melted down some rainbow dust color melts here, and I love this product because it melts down to a silky smooth consistency, and the color of the white is truly white. So we've got this ready. I followed the manufacturer's instructions and melted this down in the microwave, and I've got my cake pops here that have just come out of the fridge. So it's been there for about half an hour. So we're just going to simply dip this into our melted color melts. So dipping your cake pops is really easy. It's just a matter of holding your chilled cake pop and dipping it right into the melted color melts. So you want to hold this upside down for a while, just so all of that excess can drip off, and also so that the melted color melts doesn't run down your cone. So if you like, you can do a second coat once that first coat has semi-set up. And you can neaten up some of that chocolate so it's starting to dribble down too much. So you just want to let this firm up halfway, and then you can start attaching your fondant decorations. If you add it on too soon, all of that decorations could just slide off. So let it set for a couple of seconds, semi-set, and then before it sets completely, that's when you want to attach your fondant decorations. So the first one that we're going to do is our bunny feet and tail. So I'm just going to attach that bunny tail right on top. I'm just going to hold it there. And when the colour melts is set up a little bit more, then I'm going to attach my feet. So I can feel that my colour melts is sort of semi-setting. So now I'm going to add my rabbit feet. And I'm going to be very careful to hold this there because that colour melt is still quite runny. It's going to want to slide off. So you just want to attach it like so, just below the tail, and you want to hold it there. Right, so my colour melts have set up and everything is attached. And so that is the cake pops with the bunny upside down. Now we're going to move on to the cake pops with the bunny's ears. So I've got my cake pop here, and we're just going to do exactly the same thing. Just do our first dip, hold that upside down, let the excess dribble off, let this semi-set do a second dip, and then attach our decorations. So this is semi-setting, I'm going to go in with my second coat. So now that the colour melts has got the first and second coat and it's both semi-set, I'm going to start attaching the facial bits. So I've actually rolled out some little balls of black Renshaw fondant, and I've got a little piece of pink Renshaw fondant that I've rolled into a small ball and flattened slightly. So I'm just going to place that right there where a nose would go, and the two eyes just on top of that. Just like that, that's our cute little bunny face. And now we're going to add the ears. And same as before, you just want to hold this in place and allow the colour melts to fully firm up before we can set this to one side. So that's all set now, and we can keep on working on our cake pops until they're all decorated and finished. So that's how you make these adorable mini Easter bunny cone cake pops. I'm Amanda Lee from Sugar Cakes, and this has been Cake TV, brought to you by Renshaw.